Welcome to the class. In this model, you will get to know challenges and tips for trainers to implement in different classroom contexts. Learning objectives of this model are: first, understanding what is a blackout poetry; secondly, understanding how it can be used in the context of social work; third, being able to perform it online; and fourth, being able to adapt the technique to different target groups and settings. There are gaming communities that unite around real-world problems in a therapeutic way. Gamers and gaming-related organizations directly and indirectly through charitable contributions provide social and psychological support, including peer support, online clinician-delivered services, information about mental health conditions, and assistance finding in-person mental health treatment to community members and the gaming population at large. Growing evidence suggests that online communities are, for specific types of players, socially liberating and contribute to improvements in self-esteem and control of emotions in a real-world setting. Due to COVID-19, digital forms of participatory planning and gamification have emerged. Digital spaces have been created where people without the possibility to leave their homes can satisfy their needs for social contact and community belonging. Game elements have been implemented in cities to enable new and stimulating experiences. For example, W Wonder, a game for times of social distancing. Minecraft is a very well-known video game widely used all over the world. In Minecraft, players explore a blocky 3D world and may discover and extract raw materials, craft tools, and items to survive. It can be played individually or cooperating with other players. This can be a good example of game-based learning, as this game promotes several abilities and skills: organizational skills, critical thinking, ability to focus on the important things, problem-solving, learning motivation, collaboration, and team building when playing the multiplayer version, development of personal relationships, or learning digital abilities. First of all, ask your participants to download the game in their smartphones for free. Trial version in Google Play or App Store. They can also play the game from a PC for free. Explain the basic rules of the game to your participants. The first step is to create a world by clicking on Create a New World. Then, name this new world and play into survival mode. Select normal mode to fix the difficulty level. Now, an avatar appears in the screen. The players can configure this avatar as they prefer. The avatar has to survive into this world, so the player has to look for food, build a shelter, make tools, etc. The avatar has to look for raw materials to meet all these needs. The objective for the first session is to survive the first night into this new world. You can start chopping wood and stones just using your hands. You can use the chopped wood and stones to create materials to kill animals and get food. Go to crafting table and create, for instance, a pick. As much as raw material you get, more different tools you are able to create into the crafting table, making it easier to get more food, thus increasing the chances to survive. Now you can create a house. You need a shelter because at night, monsters, or the mobs, appear and can kill your avatar. So safety is another important thing to consider. You can create, for instance, a simple cave with a door to be safe and thus able to cook some meat inside, as it gives you more energy than raw meat. Social workers have to have in mind the physical and cognitive conditions of the client when choosing a game. It has to be appropriate to their abilities. Before proposing a digital form of work, social workers should make sure if it is a possible option for a client by asking them: does the user have access to the computer, tablet, or smartphone needed, or is it an acceptable form of help for the client? Make sure that the client doesn't find this approach trivial or inappropriate in the context of his or her problems. Before starting using a game with the client, the social worker should be prepared for eventual technical problems and lack of computer knowledge of the client. Be prepared to explain and instruct in everything necessary to run the game. Congratulations, you have just finished this lesson.